For as long as humanity has looked to the stars, we've dreamed of traveling among them. But for much of our history, space travel came with an almost absurd reality. Every rocket we built was a one-way trip. Billions of dollars would vanish into the abyss, as if the journey itself was the price for ambition. In 1969, NASA's Apollo program put men on the moon, a monumental achievement. But it came at an extraordinary cost. Rockets were single-use machines, built to be destroyed after fulfilling their mission. The dream of space exploration was possible, but it was far from sustainable. Today, the story has changed. What was once disposable is now reusable. A revolution is underway, led by innovators who dared to ask, what if rockets could return? By recovering and reusing these technological marvels, the cost of space travel has been slashed dramatically, opening the cosmos in ways once thought impossible. But how does reusability change the economics of space travel? How much cheaper can it get? And what does this mean for the future of humanity's expansion into space? In this essay, we'll explore the economics of reusable rockets, the breakthroughs, the challenges, and the profound implications for our species. For much of the 20th century, rockets were designed for a single purpose: to leave Earth. The concept of reusability wasn't part of the equation. Each launch came with a steep price, a machine meticulously engineered only to be destroyed within minutes. Let's consider one of the most iconic rockets ever built, the Saturn V. Used to carry astronauts to the moon during the Apollo program, this rocket cost over $1 billion per launch. That's the equivalent of building a skyscraper, only to demolish it after a single use. Imagine if commercial aviation worked the same way. What if every airplane was discarded after one flight? The cost of a single ticket would be astronomical, and air travel would be a luxury for the ultra-wealthy. This was the reality of space exploration for decades. Between 1957 and 2010, the cost of launching payloads into orbit averaged around $18,000 per kilogram. That meant sending a single satellite could cost hundreds of millions of dollars, a prohibitive barrier for most potential players. Space exploration wasn't just expensive, it was exclusionary. Governments shouldered the burden, and private industry was locked out. The stars remained a dream, tantalizing but distant, until someone dared to reimagine the very nature of rockets. The stage was set for a revolution, one that would redefine not just how we explore space, but who could afford to dream of it. Enter the age of reusability. For decades, the idea of reusing rockets was nothing more than science fiction. Rockets were simply too complex, too delicate, and too expensive to recover. But in 2015, SpaceX proved the impossible was possible. A rocket that could fly, return, and fly again. The brainchild of entrepreneur Elon Musk, SpaceX's mission was clear: to make space travel affordable by rethinking the economics of rockets. Their approach? Treat rockets like airplanes, build them to last, and use them over and over again. By recovering and refurbishing the first stage of the Falcon 9, SpaceX has slashed costs to unprecedented levels, unlocking possibilities for industries once priced out of space. The cycle of reusability, from launch to landing to refurbishment, is a testament to innovation. By making rockets as reliable as commercial airplanes, companies like SpaceX are reshaping what's possible in space exploration. The secret to reusability lies in precision engineering. From aerodynamic grid fins to advanced landing algorithms, every part of the rocket is designed with recovery in mind. After landing, the booster undergoes inspections and minor repairs, allowing it to fly again in weeks instead of years. Reusability doesn't just lower the cost of a single launch, it transforms the economics of the entire space industry. What once cost tens of thousands of dollars per kilogram now costs just a fraction. This shift opens doors for startups, universities, and even smaller nations to access space. The success of SpaceX has sparked a wave of innovation. Blue Origin, led by Jeff Bezos, has developed its own reusable rockets, focusing on suborbital and orbital tourism. Rocket Lab has taken a unique approach, recovering boosters mid-air using helicopters. The age of reusability is no longer a one-company dream. It's an industry-wide revolution. Cheaper launches mean more frequent missions. Companies like SpaceX are deploying satellite constellations for global internet coverage, while government agencies are launching ambitious deep space probes. Reusability is not just a technological breakthrough, it's a catalyst for a new era of space exploration. Reusability has changed the game, but as with any revolution, it comes with challenges, both technical and economic. The question now is not whether reusable rockets will shape the future, but how far they'll take us. When reusable rockets made space travel cheaper and more accessible, the effects rippled across the entire space industry. What was once the exclusive domain of superpowers and billion-dollar corporations is now a playground for startups, universities, and emerging nations. The reduced cost of launching payloads has made it feasible to deploy hundreds, if not thousands, of satellites in a single year. This has enabled projects like SpaceX's Starlink, aiming to provide high-speed internet to even the most remote corners of the world. Reusability isn't just about satellites. It's also unlocking entirely new industries. Companies like Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic are making space tourism a reality, offering suborbital flights to private citizens. Meanwhile, concepts for orbital hotels and lunar tourism are edging closer to reality. The lower cost barrier has also invited more competition. Countries like India and China are developing their own reusable systems to compete on the global stage. Private startups are popping up worldwide, each eager to claim a piece of the burgeoning space economy. The rise of reusable rockets has disrupted traditional space agencies and aerospace giants. NASA, ESA, and others are now partnering with private companies to save costs, shifting their focus from building rockets to achieving scientific breakthroughs. With cheaper launches, the space economy is poised to grow exponentially. Analysts project the industry could be worth over $1 trillion by 2040, driven by new sectors like asteroid mining, space manufacturing, and even Mars colonization. Science is also reaping the benefits. With reduced launch costs, missions that were once deemed too expensive are now within reach. Telescopes like James Webb can be supported by a fleet of smaller, cheaper missions to study the cosmos in greater detail than ever before. The age of reusable rockets is not just about lowering costs, it's about democratizing space. What was once a distant frontier reserved for the few is now an emerging marketplace for the many. But with new opportunities come new challenges. While reusable rockets have transformed the economics of space travel, they are far from a perfect solution. The quest for affordability and accessibility comes with its own set of challenges: technical, environmental, and economic. Reusability isn't a simple matter of landing a rocket and launching it again. The intense heat and pressure of re-entry leave components exposed to significant wear and tear. Each recovered booster must be inspected and refurbished, a process that, while cheaper than building a new rocket, still comes with costs. As launch costs continue to drop, some critics warn of an oversaturated market. Thousands of satellites are being launched every year, leading to fears of diminishing returns for satellite operators and increased competition driving down profitability. Then there's the environmental cost. Rockets use immense amounts of fuel, releasing significant greenhouse gases. And while reusability reduces waste on Earth, it contributes to a growing issue in space: orbital debris. The rise of reusable rockets has concentrated power in the hands of a few private companies. SpaceX, for instance, controls a significant portion of the global launch market, raising concerns about monopolistic practices. Will the democratization of space be undone by corporate consolidation? Critics also question the ethics of pouring billions into space exploration while pressing issues remain unresolved on Earth. Should reusability be seen as progress or a distraction from the challenges facing humanity today? The rise of reusable rockets is a story of extraordinary progress, but progress often comes with trade-offs. As we continue our journey into the cosmos, we must confront these challenges head-on to ensure that space remains a frontier of hope, not a field of contention. While we're reaching for the stars with reusable rockets, don't forget to secure your financial future here on Earth. With the right mentorship, you can unlock the skills and strategies needed to significantly grow your income and reach life-changing financial goals. At Money University, We provide a one-on-one financial mentorship program designed to grow your income to $1 million per year in just 3 years. If you're interested, click the link in the description and start your journey with us today. Let us know what video you'd like to see next. Comment below with your suggestions, and the idea with the most likes in the comment section will be produced.